Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Bataan starts with Alfred Flores, Jeff Santos, JL Capulong, William Bing, and Carl Bringas. Nueva Ecija naman has JP Calvo, Toto Villarreal, Will Macaloni, Robbie Celis, and MJ Ayaay. Our officiating crew will be led by Alan Manzano, kasama ni si Manuel Binondo, Leonardo Layosa. The substitute referee is Zen Manansala.
A totally different starting lineup for Nueva Ecija in this game. JC and JV Marcelino will not be in the starting unit para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Instead, JP Calvo starting at that guard spot. As MJ Ayaay also manning one of the wing positions for the Rice Vanguards.
Parang, alam mo, Javi, ito si Alfred Flores. Parang, di ba, last season mukhang toto ito. Pagbalik, parang, parang mama na. And that's not a knock on Alfred. He's really bulked up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This season. But he commits the turnover. Ayaay with a steal. MJ. That ball knocked away from MJ Ayaay. It's back to Bataan.
Yeah, that's off his leg. Could have been an easy 2 points, but credit to the Bataan defense for trying to get back and preventing the easy 2 points for MJ Ayaay. Pati si Coach Ogie Gumatay nagpalit rin ng konti ng starting lineup niya dito, having rin William Bing start in place of Dante Baguio, who started last game, as well as Jeff Santos starting in lieu of Dom Vera.
Will Macaloni try to get him going early on. Ayaay to Toto Villarreal, will fire and it's short. Rebound. Toto, JP Calvo. Namin Toto pala dito sa...
Di ba nakakalito yan pag practice?
Calvo is fouled. And, you know, if you're Alfred Flores and you look at JP Calvo, maybe someone you could, you know, pattern your game after.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, because, you know, JP Calvo showed us that despite his height, he has gone places already, despite the lack of height, and that's because of sheer hard work and determination. He already has had the talent. Yun na lang talaga, tinanabaho niya lang talaga ng trinabaho.
Oh, and you know, he played in the MPBL in the first season with Navotas, and then bumalik siya dito last season, and yung value niya from that first season to now, mas mataas na because of his experience.
Tama ka dyan. And that's why, you know, Coach Don Dulay, despite already having a very loaded guard lineup, still opted to get ito si JP Calvo, his services during that trade window to try and shore up even further yung kanilang rotation, dahil hindi ka rin nakakasigurado. And, you know, we saw that in their last game, how despite their strong start to this season, they weren't enough for the Abra Weavers.
Robbie Celis. Nanigay kay MJ Ayaay. Toto Villarreal with a 3.
That's more in rhythm. I think that's a better setup para kay Byron Villarreal instead of the previous one that they attempted during that first play. That's a very beautifully made delivery by Bringas to Jeff Santos. Usually, Bataan, they really run those backdoor plays from that elbow. It's Jabil Gabawan who usually delivers those kinds of passes.
Robbie Celis. The crossover from Captain Robbie. Finger roll won't go. Flores looks ahead. And that's on Toto Villarreal. Check out this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Just a little screen right there set by Robbie Celis na talagang ginamit na maayos ni Byron Villarreal, opening himself up for that three-point shot.
Chris Javier has entered the game. Another foul on Toto.
Yeah,
Those are two quick ones.
It looks like they're gonna try to challenge this one, are they? Humingi siya ng challenge, pero I don't think Coach Don Dulay will oblige.
That got a lot of the arm, really. Santos finds Flores against Robbie Celis. Alfred traveled.
Definitely took an extra step when he gathered in the motion of that shot. You know, if you look at these two teams, they're actually almost built the same. You know, very good guard rotation, solid wings, and very capable big men. But obviously, Nueva Ecija, the more experienced team and the team that has racked up numerous wins, only coming up with a single loss so far here in this tournament. Meanwhile, Bataan has really had a lot of struggles this year despite the makeup of their roster.
It's poor execution of the pass, leading to a turnover.
And I think that's the key word there, Sidel. The execution, that is really where Nueva Ecija has excelled at. While Bataan has had night and day in terms of being able to execute, especially in the half court.
And Robbie Celis going to work underneath. Guard Bringas is whistled for the personal. Coach Goody right there for Bataan. Robbie at the line. Nails the first free throw.
He's on pace for another All-MPBL selection this year to si Robbie Celis.
And all of the big Nueva Ecija wins and on the marquee matchups, Robbie Celis pretty much was the best player of those games. Probably outside of that win against Pasay.
Yeah. That's really where he shines, and that's how big players really come up. They come up in the biggest moments. They embrace those kinds of situations.
Bringas, the high-arcing three goes down.
I believe it's crucial for Carl Bringas to become an offensive threat in this game, and that's good that he is able to knock down that three-point shot in order to try and get some energy out of Robbie Celis in this game, try and make him defend.
Santos to Javier. Under pressure. Hubert Cani. Nakapasok lang Javier. One more pass. Bringas at three, in and out. Rebound, Will Macaloni.
It could have been a big shot that could have pushed Bataan into the driver's seat.
Pass to Wilson, the foul on the driving Robbie Celis. Seven to 5 is the count. Nueva Ecija ahead. Robbie Celis against Bringas. There's a double team. Ayay for three. No, Wilson the tip in. Still no go. And Bringas secures the board. Back the other way, Hubert Cani. Uses the Javier pick. Not the pick ni Macaloni. And Will Macaloni will go to the line for two free throws. He's fouled by Jeff Santos.
Ang maganda yung naging basa ng depensa doon ng Nueva Ecija. Bataan, they played with a two-man game on the left side, but there was a guy on the corner. So Nueva Ecija deciding to switch, and Hubert Cani could not take advantage of Will Macaloni on him dahil may tao nga doon sa kanto, wala siyang espasyo para makadrive.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat. LGR, here's the Macaloni. 2 for 2. Mitchell Maynes comes in para kay William Bing. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Lamang ang Nueva Ecija ng 4. Cani. Goes to Javier. Nearly lost it. Maynes Wilson bothering him. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Minus the crossover. Almost a strip by Wilson. Fade away by Mitchell. No good. Calvo able to knock that ball away. Ayay to Wilson. Pulls the trigger. Minus grabs the rebound. Kani. Hubert fires. No. Robbie Celis with a rebound. Toto Calvo will slow things down. Ayay, Macaloni now. To the left. Wilson misfires. Rebound nakuha ni Calvo. Back to Ayay. Drives right. Nandun si Maynes. Robbie Celis has it. 3 seconds. Crossover. Robbie! With a beautiful move for his 4th point of the ball game.
You know, Bringas might have been there to keep it step with him, but Celis gained that angle in order for him to finish that right-hand layup.
Santos with 8 seconds to work with. There's a foul on John Wilson. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Just so hard to stay in front of Robbie Celis when he shakes and bakes.
Simple lang talaga siya gumalaw. You know, he's not very flashy with his moves, but so effective. Just like Yves Sazon when he gets an open look from the perimeter.
11-7. Sazon fresh off the bench ng dalawa ni Jamil Gabawan. Calvo fires. Short rebound ni Gabawan. Hubert Kani. Gabawan top of the key. The handoff to Yves. Nabitawan ng bola. It's off to the races. Ayay.
That's a good foul.
Fouled hard by Jamil Gabawan, preventing the 3-point play opportunity.
Coach Gumata trying to argue for a foul on the previous sequence. He might have thought that natamaan niya si Yves Sazon as he tried to go for that handoff after that down screen action on the right side. Ayay knocking down that first free throw. Coach Don Dulay right there. He has been in close coordination with Robbie Celis this entire season, which has enabled the success of Nueva Ecija for the most part, only losing once.
12-7. Nueva Ecija with a 5-point advantage. Minus against Wilson. Lumapit si Mitchell. Oh, bully ball. Mitchell minus.
What about the former Pampanga Giant Lantern taking the former MVP to school there, using a little of that chicken wing to free himself from the defense of John Wilson.
Calvo finds Macaloni, who gets a running start for the reverse.
Definitely fully unbothered right there as the defense was trying to sweep him up for that block upstairs. Just took that extra step on the way to that reverse. Beautifully done para kay Will Macaloni.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Those long strides helping him in order for him to finish on the other side, but also great pass by JP Calvo.
Gabawan, this is the free throw. Five points and 7 rebounds ang kanyang averages this season. 14-10 is the count. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first period. Namang ang Nueva Ecija, JV and JC Marcelino are in the game. Macaloni, atake sa gitna. He's blocked, but a foul on a white shirt.
Everybody knows that whatever happens, Will McAloney is going left. And yet, few have succeeded in stopping him.
Billy Ray Robles comes in para kay Robbie Celis. Jammer Hamito, papalitan si Will McAloney after this free throw. He's got 5 points, Will McAloney. He's 2 points shy of his output against Abra. 2 for 2 for Will. And Jammer comes in, 16 to 10. 2:25 left. Pressure here from Bataan.
Just incredible the depth that Nueva Ecija has. Imagine mo talaga, pagkaupo ni Robbie Celis, ang pumasok si Billy Ray Robles. Pagkaupo ni Will McAloney, ang pumasok si Jammer Hamito.
Yeah, and that is how pretty much how you build, contenders. Kailangan down to the 12th, 13th guy, all capable of making something happen on the court.
Pero ang importante dyan, Sedef, we've also seen how it's not just about getting the big names and getting all the experience that you can have. It's all about making sure that you develop that chemistry as well. And Nueva Ecija, these guys definitely play well as a unit, like one well-oiled machine.
It's 18 to 10 after that basket from Jammer Hamito. Unselfish play here from the former MVP, John Wilson.
He has shown us that he's not just a scorer, but also a very willing passer. Ito si John Wilson.
The quality of that squad matched by that effort, and too much para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
It's virtually going to be unstoppable for any team if Abra continues to play at that level, because you already have such amazing firepower offensively, and you couple that with the intensity that they show defensively along with their length and their athleticism. It's just so tough. Imagine forcing a team like Nueva Ecija into 19 turnovers. This is a team that is supposedly very good at taking care of the basketball, especially in tight situations.
Hamito, easy too. Nice setup galing kay JC Marcelino. 20 to 12, 8-point lead restored. Kani. Assist story, 8 para sa Nueva Ecija, 3 para sa Bataan. Ives Sazo on the crossover. Wilson with the steal. And that's an offensive foul on Jammer Hamito. An interesting matchup here, Avi, actually. We have two of the most the players with the most points in league history.
You're right. Ives Sazon and John Wilson.
Sila ang nagbabantayan nga ngayon, no?
Tama ka dyan. Number 1 and
two
number
members
2.
of the elite 2,000-point club.
The only 2 members of the 2,000-point club. But I'd love to see a shootout.
Sazon with a steal. Finds Maynes. The kick out. Dom Vera for 3. In and out. Rebound nakuha ni Jammer Hamito.
Good luck by Vera, just unable to hit it. But he's been quite lights out the past few games para sa Bataan Risers. Ito si Dom Vera. He's found his stride offensively.
It's taken away by Vera. 20 seconds remaining. Maynes with a catch. Maynes! Gliding and scoring para sa Bataan. 20 to 14. And last shot time para dito sa Rice Vanguards. 3 seconds. JV Marcelino, he's fouled by Kani.
I'm not quite too sure with the call from our angle here. It was behind us. But definitely, if it was a foul indeed, that was definitely a bad decision by Hubert Kani. Let's take a look at what happened here.
Oo, palapit Itong si Marcelino.
Yeah, he prevented JV from having a good landing. So yeah, from that replay, definitely a foul there. And Hubert should know better. He's not a newbie here in the league. And, you know, dying seconds, you know, you're already on the verge of trying to get momentum on your side. These things just hinder you from moving forward positively.
Two for two para kay JV Marcelino. Dom Vera launch it and miss. And that's it for the first 10 minutes of
Stepping up here for the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, 22-14 at the end of one.
As the playoffs is fast approaching. So Ralph, Javi.
Thank you so much, Lyra. You know, that was a tough loss for Nueva Ecija. Tough but not fatal. And that's the most important thing at the moment.
And one might argue that mas mabuti na nangyari sa kanila yun during the regular season kesa sa playoffs. You know, that's a good barometer for them to check where they really are as a team. You know, having not lost in 18 games sometimes, you know, has its cons as well. In that time against Abra, na-expose yung kanilang mga weaknesses, and I think Coach Don Dulay welcoming it for them to be able to learn how to improve as they wind down the regular season habang may oras pa.
Dom Vera against JC Marcelino. There's a double team. Cabawan swings it over to Maines. The extra pass. Sazon unable to hit. Hamito gets a running start, and that's a travel.
He wanted to go to his left. That's the problem with Jammer. And you never really like to give your big man that kind of lane. Malayo pa sila sa basket, knowing na wala naman talaga sila masyadong capability to handle the ball.
And Nick Demus is staying in step. Whistle going against Nick.
One of the guys that was brought in, you know, primarily to match up with a guy like David Defonso. He played almost 12 minutes in that game against Abra, but he was nowhere near stopping the freight train. That was the Sheriff, who scored 25 points in that game.
(24-14). Vera spins, finds Octubre, he gets it back, open three. Dom Vera misfires from that same spot for the second time.
Both teams unable to really get something going from the outside just yet in this game. They're a combined 2 of 13 sa laro na to. Oh, JC Marcelino. When he's going left, he's going to be tough to stop, especially when he gets the step.
JC.
See here, just a little jab. Naiwan na agad si Sazon. Minus tried to anticipate a charge, but instead, JC went up, 2-foot gather, hung in the air as long as he could, and a little double pump for that shot.
And JC completes the three-point play. It's 27-14. And just like that, lumalayo na dito ang Nueva Ecija.
They're doing it on both sides of the floor. Defensively, pinapahirapan nila. They're forcing Bataan into really late shot clock situations, which adds pressure to their shots. Kaya bumababa yung field goal percentage dito ng Bataan compared to the first quarter. But they're getting good looks still, actually. It's really more of trying to stop Nueva Ecija in their half-court sets.
Vera able to recover that loose ball, finds Maines. Mitchell spins, nandun si Demusis. That's a tough look. JV Marcelino with a rebound, another stop for Nueva Ecija. It's really clamping down defensively. Robles could not handle the pass. It was a dangerous pass. Sazon draws the contact and is fouled by JV Marcelino.
I'm sure Bataan was very happy that Ives opted to go for the higher percentage look, attacking the basket instead of settling for the outside shot. He hasn't been able to hit his last 2 attempts.
The free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
You see the players coming in right now for Bataan. These guys are no pushovers themselves. It's really more about how to make this unit work, especially in this final stretch of games for Bataan as they try to hold on for at least a playing spot in the north.
Marcelino drives and JC again.
You know, he may be tiny, puny, whatever you might say about him, but he plays so big when he's on the floor, and that's because of the huge heart that he has.
And Ives Sazon trying his best to keep Bataan in the thick of the fight, 29-19. JV looking for Jammer sa ilalim, gets deep in position, and the foul on Octubre.
When you're playing a lefty like Jammer Hamito, it's really best that you stay totally in front of him instead of giving him that angle to really rise up with the left hand.
Free throw shooting, NUEVA ECIJA really pounding it inside.
Oh, only missed once from the free throw line tonight. 13 out of 14 for the Rice Vanguards. Bataan has also just missed once, but they've only gone to the free throw line 4 times in this game.
And Jammer has 6 points. Off the bench, 31-19. Ang hindi nagbabagong quality ng roster pag nagpalitan ng tao dito for NUEVA ECIJA. Avi?
Tama ka dyan. And what's more important for Coach Don, I think what he really wants to reiterate to every unit that comes in is hindi magbago yung intensity sa depensa.
Sazon, no good.
In fact, you could actually argue that the defense right now for NUEVA ECIJA even tighter here in the second quarter compared to how the first unit fared in the first quarter.
Robles goes to Jammer Hamito, no good. Rebound nakuha ni Sazon. Ives. Utoy Ramirez is in the game, 31-19. Ramirez finds Zaso on the 3, no. Jammer Hamito secures the rebound. JC Marcelino, catch me if you can. Hard foul by Vento.
See what happened there, Sidel. Sazon already missed, and then the ball was delivered to JC Marcelino. I could notice how slow the reaction was by a couple of Bataan players in trying to get back down on defense when JC Marcelino was already past half court.
You really can't do that against JC Marcelino.
Yeah, when he's on the floor after the miss, you better get back down. Everybody, all 5 players, because you're going to need all hands on deck to stop this former MVP.
I also like the kicks, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You,
That's
Kobe Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark PE yan. Really looks nice.
Actually, yeah.
In real life, huh?
Is it the first time you've seen it?
It's the first time I've seen it.
Ang hirap hanapin yun ngayon, ha?
It's expensive.
Same.
It is expensive.
It's both hard to find and expensive.
I don't think they released it here. Kaya
Oh, sa States pa yata talaga nagagaling, sa abroad pa.
Vento. Ramirez, shot fake, lumapit. Back shot is good.
This is a nice backcourt that Bataan can work with here. Tutoy Ramirez and Alfred Flores, both very experienced playing with each other and both very experienced in trying to get wins for their respective squads. Let's see if they can do that here with Bataan. But Robbie Celis, of course, he does have other plans.
You see what he did there. Robbie says, oh, unsportsmanlike foul on JC Marcelino.
Eh, kanina pa nagbabangayan tong dalawang player na to eh. I think that might have been a very heavy hit on Tutoy Ramirez by JC.
They're taking a look at it.
Might have been some words said after Ramirez scored on JC Marcelino previously. Or even prior to that, you know, the physicality between these two guys have been immense already.
Kitang-kita na yan. 35-21. We are reviewing if it should be upgraded, downgraded, or it will stay.
I think it's pretty big not to let yourselves call an unsportsmanlike foul itong ating mga referees.
Emer Oreta, our head of operations, and Rudy Distrito, our head of security.
Unsportsmanlike foul on number 3, JC Marcelino is first.
Hard at work, as always.
Oh yeah.
Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes is actually also here. Nasa opisina lang. Tutoy Ramirez, 2 free throws plus ball possession for Bataan. Coach Don Dulay, champion of Season 3 with the Davao Occidental Tigers. In his second season with NUEVA ECIJA. 35-23.
This could be a possible momentum shifting possession here para sa Bataan. Let's see what they do.
Ramirez, Octubre is there. They get the switch. Octubre shoots over JC. Rafi Octubre, and Bataan getting 4 points out of that sequence. They're down by 10 with under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Vento all over the veteran Robbie Celis, but Robbie finds a way.
He is so shifty for a big man, but he does it in such simple fashion. I don't know if it's just really simple or he makes it look simple.
He makes it look simple. Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The skill level of Robbie Celis is right up there dito sa MPBL.
No doubt about it.
Elite.
It's through the roof compared to the other 4 guys here.
37-25, unable to complete the three-point play. Octubre was waiting for the pass. Now he gets it. Flores fires a 3 over the top.
Every time, you know, NUEVA ECIJA, they witness a team trying to go on a run, there's just a few guys that you go to, and most of the time it was Robbie Celis who made that basket earlier, preventing Bataan from going on another run.
37-25. Celis against Octubre. There's a switch. Bento on him now. Celis wants to dance. Goes to Ayay. Open 3. That won't go. Rebound nakuha ni Tutoy Ramirez. Bigay kay Alfred Flores. Stops and hits the 3.
These two guys, they just love playing with each other. Tutoy Ramirez and Alfred Flores, 2 former ICC Blue Hawks, 2 former collegiate players who played under Coach Ogie Gumatay as well.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Flores had one thing in mind as soon as he got that basketball. And he nails the three to pull Bataan to within 9. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. So 37 to 28. .340 remaining in the first half. Nakaya JP Calvo ang bola. Villarias trying to answer with a 3. No good. Tutoy Ramirez. That's a backcourt violation.
Oh, he already had 1 foot in, but I'm surprised it was the referee away from the basketball that actually called it, and the referee in front of the play did not even bother to blow his whistle.
Yun po ang tawag.
I think that was the contention of Bataan. Yeah, it definitely is the right call, but they're arguing bakit nga ba hindi yung referee na nasa harap ng play ang tumawag. But it is the right call. Ramirez already had 1 foot in.
Villarias. On to Celis. Labas kay Calvo. Now Macaloni. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Villarias pulls the trigger. No good. Octubre grabs the rebound. Kay Alfred Flores. Another good stop para dito sa Bataan. Vento fires. That won't go. Ramirez, wise play. Bounced it off Ayad.
Heads up right there para kay Tutoy Ramirez. Still a lot of time on the shot clock here. Good opportunity for another basket for Bataan.
Octubre, he'll fire a 3. No.
Oh,
Alfred Flores is fouled by Toto Villarias.
oh, and Villarias has been playing by foul trouble in this game. That's already number 3 on him. Kaya rin sa linabas na maaga during the first quarter was because he picked up 2 early ones. Flores right now on the line for 2 shots. Penalty na parehong teams dito si Delph.
Oh, and you know, Bataan getting back into this ball game. I think the effort is evident in the last few minutes here, Avi.
The speed of Bataan, I think, has improved, and I think it has given NUEVA a lot of problems. You see here the numbers of Flores from their last game against Mindoro. 12 of his 18 points scored in the second half. 70% from the field, including 6 rebounds and 6 assists plus 2 steals. He really is a guy that plays more than his size. Just like JC Marcelino, you know, you also, ito si JP Calvo, nakabantayan niya ulit dito. He can affect the game in numerous ways.
And Will Macaloni, that is something that he needs to take. That is a shot that he needs to take with every chance that he gets at this point right now, Javi.
I agree.
You know, we're so used to Will attacking on his left. That's his strong side. Pero he's got to mix it up.
Tama ka dyan. And I think that's why madali na rin siyang nabasa ng Abra doon sa last game because he wasn't really...
He was gun shy doon sa nail.
You're right. And that's why he also had a lot of turnovers, 4 turnovers para sa kanya. That time, taking it with a lot of confidence. Doesn't have a bad stroke. He could that has been part of his game. Kaya lang hindi niya lang talaga ina-attempt in the past how many games already.
And NUEVA ECIJA already with 20 free throws. They've made 18 of them. And Bataan, I don't think it's really down to NUEVA ECIJA's aggressiveness Kaya nakukuha nila yung benting free throw na yun, Javi.
Because, you know, when you're executing in the half court especially, it has to come down to a lot of decisiveness. And how do you develop that decisiveness in decision making? It's all about having the confidence. And how do you have confidence? You get it from a lot of practice, a lot of preparation. And that's where you're able to develop those kinds of things. And NUEVA ECIJA, you know, they're always very hard at work. The coaching staff, Coach Don Dulay, make sure that they're amply prepared each game. And especially with a mission in mind of winning the championship this year against way tougher opposition.
Bring us 1 for 2. Celis with a rebound. It's a 10-point lead for the Rice Vanguards. Under 2 minutes to play. Parehong kupunan, nasa penalty na. Ball knocked away by Flores. It will stay with NUEVA ECIJA with 13 seconds on their shot clock. Sazon comes in para kay Dante Pagio. JL Capulong is defending Macaloni as well. Celis to JC Marcelino, back to Robbie. Makes his move, fade away, got it. What a shot. What a move as well.
I was gonna say already better coverage from Bringas, but just a tough make by Robbie Celis. He was already deep into that left side sa baseline.
Well, the footwork was set up in a way na magiging steady yung pag-attempt niya.
Yeah, the shoulders were squared.
Nang fade away na yun.
And that's where I think he really has pushed himself past a lot of the players here in this league. It's because of his mastery of that footwork, especially when he's near the basket.
Sazon, shot clock down to 2 when he made the attempt. JC spins and lays it in off the glass.
It's almost unfair how he makes it look so easy. That was a tough break with a lot of defense in front of him, but just making that pirouette to the middle from the left side.
Now others may find that shot difficult, but not all of a sudden laid down a marker as well. You know, that championship must go through us.
And that's just been very beneficial for us here in the MPBL, especially for the fans, that opposition continuing to grow stronger and stronger as Hubert Cani will try to give that much strength to Bataan here in this game.
Celis tries to go to work again against Bringas. There's a double team. Umatake. JC is fouled. Another foul.
Just a well-timed cut. A slot cut by JC Marcelino as Celis was having his back to the basket once again. Trying to maneuver through that zone. Marcelino cutting from that left wing. The pass was also right on the money. Galing kay Robbie Celis.
It's been a pretty long first half, Javi.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of fouls para sa Bataan. 30 total free throws for both teams here.
46-34. Last shot time para dito sa Risers. Hubert Cani has it. 8 seconds remaining. Cani fires a 3. No good. Capulong, offensive rebound. Still no go. Capulong on the third try. And that made it in time. So